my name's Ron Evans. I'm 20. I'm from Stuarton. I'm a third year apprentice, and I can silver out scoop under a minute.
Can you just tell us a wee bit about what your role's been in the restoration works and what does it entail?
So basically, I've been helping a lot with just kind of tidying up, doing a lot of the stonework, a lot of the stone repairs, a lot of cutting out and pointing. A lot of it was pointed with cement, which isn't good for the stone, because if it's pointed with cement, the stone can actually, it can pop out basically from bad weather and stuff. So point it with lime mortar, which basically lets the stone wall breathe. So that's basically what the pointing is.
What's your favourite part of the site?
Favourite part is probably the top of the keep. Because you can see the whole park and it's nice when it's nice and sunny.
Just tell us a wee bit about some of the challenges that you had and that you had to overcome, how you overcame them.
Well, basically when you're pointing, it's not one big mix. You can't just make one big mix and point the whole castle. You need to do it in sections basically. So one of the challenges was to try and keep the same colour going all the way through. So there's not one part of the building that's a different colour from the rest. So just had to make sure I'm using the right colour packs and the right amount of lime to sand ratio. So that's probably one of the biggest challenges I had to do.
What part of the works are you most proud of and why?
I'm probably most proud of the spouts I've done at the front here. That's the bits basically extruding from the building at the top. They're just quite difficult to put in. I'm quite proud of what I've done with them. I've done it with another stonemason. I cut them out, cleaned the beds and joints, and then the new ones came in, so I had to hoist them up in the scaffold and then we just put them in.
Okay, so they're new features,
They're not new, yes.
They're not, yeah, okay. What would you like to see happen within the castle once the doors open to the public?
I'd quite like to see maybe a Friday night, once a week, maybe a reenactment of what it was back then, maybe a big dinner in the main hall, or maybe a fighting scene, something like that. I think it would show what happened, what it was like back in the day. So I think that would be quite cool.
Joe Morrison. I come from Nielsen and I'm the site manager here.
What's your role been in the restoration works and what does it entail? So you're site manager, but what does it?
Basically making sure the work's getting carried out according to the drawings from the architect and the other individual M&E consultants and what have you.
What part of the works are you most proud of and why?
There's a few bits I would say. The pointing, we to cut out all the existing pointing, redo it all, and we get it inspected by the lad from the Lime Centre. So each time we do a section, he comes out and checks it, and it's passed every time, so it's worked out alright, you know. And also the banqueting hall, new ceiling up there, restored all the floors.
What's your favourite part or area of the site and why?
Again, the banqueting hall takes a bit of beating, but that courtyard's going to be nice once all the resin bond is all fitted and what have you. We're ready for events and all that sort of thing.
Can you tell us about some of the challenges you had to overcome during the project and how you did it?
Probably the biggest challenge was the fact that during the lockdown, when the company went bust, the previous company, all the power came from down at the laundry area. There was a tank burst with the frost. All the electrics were cut off. Scottish Power came out and pulled the fuses. So they had to bring a big generator in to operate the temporary power and what have you. But not just that, we had to keep the smoke alarm, fire alarm, working 24 hours a day. And it's that sensitive. See when you're doing work internally, doing any drilling or that, you have to watch in case the dust went up to it, but set it off. Next minute you get the fire service round. But that was kind of hard going, but we managed it.
What would you like to see happening within the castle once the doors open again to the public?
Well, to be honest, see the amount of people asking me what's happening, when it's going to open. I think you're going to be flooded with kids.
Mhm.
But I hope all the schools around the area, they get the kids on. It's ideal for them.
I'm Graham Frame. I'm director of CBC Stone, and I've got overall responsibility not just for this project but for the full company.
Well, what part of the works are you most proud of and why?
I think most probably the laundry buildings, the transformation of that north elevation with the seating area and the what will eventually become a grassed area, and also the laundry buildings, because really when we took them over, they were used as a store for the estates people, but now it's been made into something more useful.
What is your favourite part or area of the site and why?
Again, the back elevation, and most probably this front elevation. I think it will be made most use of by the public and most accessible. The main challenges, as you can imagine, just given the issues we've had with COVID, is getting the right supply chain working here. Thankfully, we've had, with Joe and myself, we've been in the business for over 30 years. We know the right people to meet these challenges, and therefore we've been very lucky in bringing them on site, and they've been working well with us. So the ground worker especially has done a fantastic job.